Let's fight. What happening over at HG? What happening over at HJ? Hits and jams. Huh? That's what I want to know. Whether you're joining us on Twitter, folks, you're joining us on YouTube, you're joining us on Facebook. What happening at HJ? I don't understand this thing that they got happening here. So I got to start talking right away. If you're joining us on YouTube, folks, welcome. You're joining us on Facebook, welcome. You're joining us on Twitter, welcome. What is happening at Hits and Jam with these people? And this Summer Rush Flashback Friday. Like, we got to send the AG over there. We got to send GCOM. We got to send Charandas. We got to send the Auditor General. What happening with HJ? Now, anybody who watching know that Akilo and Carl gone with this thing. And then suddenly it's disqualification. What is happening there? Huh? Anybody watching know that Carl and Akilo is the top DJs in this place. And then suddenly, soon as the men, this thing is reminiscent, people. Like, I feel like I want to recount. I feel like I want to recount. Akilo and Carl, DJ Akilo and Selector Carl, going good. Everybody else run out and do a set of madness. Corwin and Biggs, Ral and Papa, Dari and Tony, Ace and Diamond, Golly and Moose. This is Freaky Friday. Yeah, some of these names. It's Freaky Friday. I want is happening here. What is happening here with this rush? We gotta rush back and do this thing. Digicel, make it right. Make it right, Digicel. Nasa Colin Isaacs and Siobhan Fraser and Lynette Goodman and Sandra. Good luck, simple. I will look, somebody who know DJ Akilo, give DJ Akilo my number. I want to talk to DJ Akilo tonight. Somebody tag DJ Akilo for me. Fraud is fraud. Fraud is fraud, people. Somebody tag DJ Akilo. Send him a number. WhatsApp him a number. I want to call me now. We ain't having it. Right? Tell DJ Akilo we got to call out. We supporters wrong by HJ. We ain't taking it, sir. Fraud is fraud. Right? People bring up all kinds of kakameme rules for knockout. DJ Carl and Selector. Sorry, Selector Carl and DJ Akilo nonsense. Don't come wrong with funny like that. Fraud is fraud. Digicel, make it right. Yeah, Carl, y'all election people. Y'all tally people. Who is the judge? Waldron, who is the judge? I know it's not Claudette. Who is the judge? Must be the other one. Sorry, it must be Claudette. I know it's not Chief Justice Roxanne. I know it's not Roxanne. Fraud is fraud, people. Vanessa Hackett, Andrew Cosborda, and Fordyce, Marilyn Thomas. Suchin Sudhari. What happened in here, Raphael? Raphael Jr. official. Hollis. Who got, look, if y'all cannot get DJ Akilo number, right? Send me number or something. I want to hear from him what is happening here. Right? I'm fully invested in this thing. I don't back no losing team. You understand me? So we cheated, not defeated. Right? Can they see what are you saying? Cheated, not defeated. Right? Some of y'all should put us as a hashtag. Hashtag Carl and Akilo. Hashtag Akilo and Carl. Right? Cheated, not defeated. Let me put it in there, man. Let me put it in here. Let me put it in. Let me put it in. Right? I want to hear from DJ Akilo or Carl, anybody. That's like, what happened here, man? I fully invested in this thing. Fraud is fraud. Cheated, not defeated. I put it there. Fraud is fraud. I put it there. Who vex? Right? Guys, share the live stream. we're warming up at this end here. We're ready to go with the topic. It's fraud, people. We having it. In this place, you got to fight for your rights and share the live stream too. Fraud is fraud. Fraud is fraud. That's what we say. Fraud is fraud. Share the live stream. I want to hear from them. I want to hear from Akilo. You tell me all y'all, none of y'all got Akilo number. None of y'all. That's how we live in. Yeah. I see some people putting in the hashtag now. Fraud is fraud. I like that. Right? You got to stand up for your rights in this country. People walk over you. The thing going good. How thing going so good? Where Corbin come from? I said it myself. I said me and Vex. I said. Corbin and Ral. Garden always saying big men don't go out of style. But we got to make exception for these two. We got to make... Garden call me. Somebody call me, man. I don't know what happened in here. Ral and Corbin in this thing still? I thought they're on pension by now. I thought they move out the way and left it to us young people now. You tell me Corbin and things still in this thing? Like in Tech 2, man. That's why I said like in Tech 2, Ace and Gully. It is said one of them is a refugee. One of them is a refugee. And then Dari, some weatherman. We come from, go read weather. Left DJing to the people who know about DJing, Akilo and Carl. Where Dari come from? Go back and read weather. Y'all can't even read weather properly. Fraud is fraud. Can't even read weather properly. Whenever they tell you it's sun, it's rain. When they say rain, it's sun. When they say hail, it's hot. When they say plenty sun, it's snow. Barry got to go back. Right? Barry got to go back. Right? Somebody tell Akilo I want to speak to him. I'm invested in this thing. I'm a financier. It's a campaign financier. And a supporter. Alia Waldron, you know these people? Dari come weatherman. Dari, we come from. Anybody say this really well in this country, I frighten them. I frighten them. Akilo and Carl gone clear, champions. Pocketory, I tell you, is going good in this country. And then it's Pocketory. Once you listen in radio in this country, you know Akilo and Carl gone clear. Gone clear. Credible and valid. I know these other jagabats come out from Corbin and Biggs, Ral and Papa, Darian, Tony, Ace and Diamond, Gully and Moose. Well, Moose, beat out. Gully? Gully flood out now. Gully flood out. People, we gotta put in with hashtag. Put in with hashtag, people. Right? I don't know. I don't know what is happening here, but I am not having it. Folks, in this place, you got to get up, stand up, and stand up for your rights. Stand up for your rights. I'm making sure things are up and up at the back this side. Right? Stand up for your rights. Ale, you know, I thought you know people. Pamela, you ain't got a Kilo number or a Carl number? Huh? No, I don't let me play the game. Don't let me play the game. I want to see Ral and Papa. I want to see the SOPs. Corbin and Biggs especially. I want to see all SOPs. Darian, Tony, Ace, and Diamond, Gully, Moose. SOPs. Pocketory. Folks. Welcome in the ring. Those of you who are joining us. Guys, I want you to share the live stream. I want you to tag a friend. Right? Yeah, I see who is this person? I see let me see the name here. Right? Marsha Glasgow. Marsha says she calling on Gordon for a new competition. Folks, we gotta do something. We can't just sit down. Right? Nothing irregular here. Marsha said she calling on Gordon for a new competition. Vanessa Hackett, you are with us? Huh? Rachel Glasgow, Yvonne McPherson, Sandrine Baird, Marlon Thomas, highly favor. Highly favor. How this thing went? At least that's wrong. I ain't feel highly favor. Right? It's crosses. It's crosses, people. That's what I'm telling you. It's crosses. Right? Abina Hines. What's the number there? 6. My Lord. Abina, WhatsApp me that number. 627-6963. Somebody give Akilo my number. Ask Akilo to call me. 627-6963. I want to hear what's happening here. 627-6963. 627-6963. Tell Akilo the public wants to know what the hell is happening in this country. Huh? If we can't trust a little system like this here with this summer rush, we're not having it. And I'm telling you, folks, if we got to go and protest in front of hits and jabs, that is it. Nonsense, we're not having it. Right? We want a kilo in the ring. We're not having it. Who is Corin and Biggs? Y'all gonna drink a little porridge and catch your bed. Let this thing to young people. Eh? Young and upcoming Akilo and Carl. Ral and Papa. Papa, drink your porridge. Change your pamper and catch your bed. Darry and Tony. Who is these two now? The Weatherman. Ace and Diamond. Y'all all played out. Gully and Moose. Flood out. Flood out and dead. All them cattle dead. Moose and Gully. Everything. Flood out. Good night, folks. Pocketori. Pocketori in the rush. Rush flashback. I say Randy can want change his show now. They get Rush a bad name. They're too rush. That's why they come and abuse out and all kinds of things. They're too rush. They're too rush. They're too rush. Y'all, Akilo them and were measured. Good music. Good music. The best of the set. I hear the place. I said the place one for Jack Dio. I talk about being alone and lonely. So this is Jack Dio. Them boys throwing big into Jack Dio. Alone and lonely. I can't remember the song. I wanted to pull it up for you all this evening. Big and lonely. I said this is Jack Dio. There's a selection for Jack Dio. Them boys dropping a heavy one here. Folks, you coming on, share the live stream. Share the live stream. Y'all know we betting. Our team is Akilo and Carl. Flop everybody else. Flop everybody else. Akilo and Carl. Guys, y'all share the live stream. Share the live stream. Don't let me fetch away. Don't let me fetch away. Big man going out. Don't go out of style. Corbin gone. Corbin got out of style. Anybody call me? Anyone them call me. Me and concerned. 627-6963. Yes, Jillian Ferguson. Jillian, you're right. Jillian is saying they were cheated. You're right, Jillian. Cheated, but not defeated. Guys, let's get to some of these hot topics. Anytime those guys calling me, I break in the program to put them through. This is breaking news. We having it in this country. We're not having it. At all. Right? Guys, give me a minute. Give me a minute. I'm getting some feedback. Bacchanal. Give me a minute, guys. Give me a minute. Y'all don't rush this brush. Don't rush me. Don't rush me. All right, let me see if I can do this. How do I do this? Guys, give me a minute. Let me see if I can do this this magic. Give me a second, guys. Give me a second. We ain't having it. It ain't going down, sir. Give me a second. Let me see how we can do this. Let me see how we can do this. I'm just making sure. Hold on. A very good evening. Are you hearing me, sir? Stay on the line for me. Stay on the line. Hold on. Don't rush the brush. Hold on. Hold on. Nothing irregular here. Gotta bring you in, my brother. Hold on. Hello? All right. So is the Jacobats? People, I got a kilo on the line. Hold on, my brother. Hold on. Something happening at the back this way. Hello?
Yeah, my brother.
All right, Chief. Who am I speaking with? I want the people to know who we talking to, sir.
What time is it? Who's in the building? The Vance in the building.
Oh, my father. My brother, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Now, listen to me.
Thank you, brother.
Listen to me. I asking you plain, what the hell happening at your end? Y'all going good. What's happening, my brother? Talk to us.
Yeah, I mean, so we had the clash today. First and foremost, let me just congratulate Biggs and Corbin. I mean, in any sport, you show sportsmanship, you show love, you show respect. So I just want to congratulate them. Job well done. I'm kind of, a bit disappointed.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we played our best. We went out there. We did what we had to do. Thanks to you for the little duck late intro thing there. But they had the judges, and they did what they had to do. And one of the rules is the judge's decision is final. So we just have to work with it, man.
Listen to me. You in a different field. In my line of business, when you're defeated, you go and you destroy the opponent family, the business, everything. You solve the earth that nothing can grow after that.
Yeah.
But thank you for being magnanimous, even in defeat. But everybody said that you guys had this thing. You were the best. All the comments I'm seeing here saying that you guys were the best. Akilo and Carl.
Yeah. Yeah, so, I don't know what went wrong, but something that really, really upset me, is that because we won last year, right? And these guys literally came up with a rule.
Mm-hmm.
And this is unbelievable, which I don't understand.
Mm-hmm.
One of the rules that they came up with is that the fans cannot vote. So I'm kind of wondering, like, how could you have a clash and the fans cannot vote? Like, the fans can't have no say. Like, so why are we broadcasting on the radio for the fans then? So just don't have the radio and let me just clash right in the yard to be alone.
Mm-hmm.
So I was from me, my knowledge is that these guys understand that DJ Kilo have a lot of fans. So they literally eliminate the fans that the fans cannot vote.
Mm-hmm.
And that was something that I didn't like.
Mm-hmm.
We play back a couple of tunes. Everybody play back tune.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody play back tune. But like I said before, the judge's decision is final, and it's nothing that we could have done. But we played our heart out. We went out there, we represent. So nobody can say the teddy bear back down or didn't turn up, went out and represent. But at the end of the night, you can only have one winner. And like I said before, congrats to Biggs and Corbin.
2 other questions before I let you go. One, who were the judges, or who was the judge? And 2, what I heard you were disqualified on what grounds? Because I heard there were 4 things. On what grounds? Because we're going to protest these judges, Who are these judges?
So the judges were Malcolm Ferreira, Euro Stevens, and Cody Roughcut.
I think Malcolm Tekpe. I know the other 2 gentlemen. I think Malcolm Tekpe.
Yeah. And what surprised me is that it's saying that if you get 4 red cards, like you play back 4 tune and 4 red cards, you get disqualified. And then I see they gave Godira some most third place, which they played 4 red cards at us too. So that was kind of weird.
Mm-hmm. We want to become.
It's fun at the end of the day, man.
Yes, I understand that. Lots of your fans and your supporters are listening at this end. What do you want to say to them?
So I just want to say to my fans and supporter that even though the teddy bear might not win the clash, I'm going to always remain the people's DJ, because a lot of DJs would have won clash. Yeah, thanks. But they're still not the people's DJ. And I'm always going to, bring that good vibe. I'm always going to entertain people, stay humble, We're always going to get the KFC chicken. We're always going to, binge over and have a fun time. And I just love the fans there every time.
Fantastic. Thank you for being such a good sport.
Yeah, no problem, brother.
Awesome, my brother. Thanks very much for coming through. Awesome.
Yes.
That's DJ Kilo, folks. You see, that is the quality and cut of the man. A moment's notice. Some of these other guys, you gotta write to the secretary, you gotta go to the personal assistant. The man is for the people. Right? The man is for the people. DJ Kilo, folks, thanks for coming through, my brother. Now I gotta go and reset the whole thing now. Good to have each and every one of you guys. Bear with me just for a second while we reset the program here. So we gotta, when DJ Akilo comes through, we gotta, move things around. We gotta move things around, folks. But we wanted to make sure that we got it in there. And if you bear with me just for a second, we're gonna get our hot topics. Get our hot topics going. Bear with me for a second, folks. That was DJ Aki. I know now the rest can one call, right? Corwin ain't gonna take left because he's very competitive. Very competitive. Next thing, gonna be Ral and Dari and Ace and Gully and the thing down the HD. They want to take over the whole program. But we ain't having it. We ain't having it, people. We're not having it. Right? We're not having it. Our boy is a Kilo. Of course, if the others come through, we're gonna allow them. Right? We're going to allow them. Guys, give me a second. Let me make sure that we reset all of the stuff we had to move around at the back end here. And then we're going to be right with you. I'm so happy that he was such a great sport at all of this. That tells you a lot about, when you contend against people, it tells you so much about them, about their character and all, the manner in which they contend. And he was such a stand-up guy there, coming through on such very short notice. I'm almost set to continue where we were. Almost. Yeah. On such short notice, and that says so much about him and his character. And I wish best wishes to the winners there and all of the other guys who followed through. Great sport. And give me a second. I'm almost ready, as I said. Oh, Father. The whole thing here now shift up. And I'm almost ready with the hot topics. All right, let me see what else we have. All right, and almost there. I think we're back. Yeah, there we go. So guys, again, welcome in the ring. And we do things our own way here. We do things our own way here, folks. We're different. We're different, right? We're different. We're cut from that same cloth of DJ Akilo and Select the Guy. The same cloth. Folks, confusion powder. Confusion powder. Some of you are not sharing this live stream, and you ask some of them on this thing here. I go back and I ask them. I go on your pages and I look to see when you're sharing, because I come to fight some of y'all where you're living. And that is why I went on to ask DJ Akilo, right? Who are the judges? Because I am going to find a way. Right? I'm not him. He got his own style. I go find it. If Malcolm got a shop, Malcolm used to be my colleague at City Hall. If he got a shop, I ain't buying there. Right? Wherever Malcolm's selling, I ain't buying. Whatever program Malcolm get, I ain't listening to. Right? I ain't nobody, another two judges, I don't know them so well. I think Malcolm must be tech P. Right? Malcolm got to tell me differently. I think Malcolm tech P. That is my feeling. So again, guys, these are our folks, DJ Akilo, and I'm happy everything went well. Nobody ended up with a bus head and anything like that at Hits and Jams. So we invite you guys to share the live stream. And again, congratulations to the winners there at what this was called, the Digicel Summer Rush Flashback Friday. I'm so happy that things turned out the way they turned out. Let me hasten on, folks. COVID-19, y'all understand. You all understand why Frank getting this no confidence motion? Now, I saw some information came out today. And folks, really and truly, when this information came out, there should have been a national lockdown. But Frank Anthony gave out this information as though it is the most casual thing ever, so cavalier. Huh? Hope y'all got your dictionary. Y'all learn a new word tonight. We must learn from each other and educate each other. So cavalier. Try to remember how to spell it. So cavalier, folks, in giving out this information. Now, listen to what Frank said about COVID-19. He says we have to assume all the COVID variants are here. Folks, wasn't the Minister of Education, the installed PM manager, talking about opening school in a month's time? And Frank Anthony, Frank the incompetent Anthony, talking about opening schools, Priya talking about opening school is in a month time, and Frank saying all of the variants are here. Mahindra Karpen, Dr. Is it Boxer Bo, local doctors. Then you had the WHO woman, the PAHO chief, Dr. Carissa Etienne, all months ago, told us that the COVID variants were here. Frank said he didn't know, he wasn't briefed, and all of that. Right? Now, hear what Frank said today. And I'm picking up this report from Newsroom. Right? They got a very bright reporter there called Vashani Raghaber. This is her report, and I decide now I'm going to call out these reporters on their stories that they write, and I will tell you why in a minute. So Frank says that the local health authority, this affects your children, your family, your parents, your grandparents. He said local health authorities are assuming that the COVID variants are here. This is the Alpha variant, and this is the Delta variant. They are here, right? The minister said, cognizant of this, we have traveled back and forth from the US on a daily basis. Now y'all open the airport on a daily basis. So no one can assume we have different types of variants that are circulating in Guyana and would have contributed to the clinical picture that we see. Right? He said, so one can assume, rather, that we have the same types of variants. Now, I thought we are screening people going out and coming in. I thought that is what we're doing. Aren't you required to take some kind of a COVID test 3 days before you travel? Huh? Frank says because we have the airports opened, we have to assume that the same variants that are elsewhere are here. And you know what? Nothing will change between what we were doing yesterday than what we were doing today. Frank goes on. Folks, Frank goes on. Y'all hear story here. And y'all know what I really want to say. But I want to be decent on this program. Right? A colleague said his little 12-year-old daughter listens to In the Ring. Right? So I want to be, hear what Frank said. Right? He could not definitely say whether, on Wednesday, let me read Vashali Raghaber's report. On Wednesday, Guyana surpassed 500 COVID deaths and thus recorded 300 deaths between March and July. 300. And we ain't closing down, you know. No, fighting we. Right? Prayer fighting we to open schools. 300 deaths between March and July. Addressing this, Dr. Anthony said that he could not definitely say whether the emergence of the variant contributed to this. But here's story. However, he said, from a clinical perspective, we suspect this is what is happening. Y'all hear? Y'all hear story here? I want to read that over. Because when I looked at Newsroom and I looked at the attention this post got, I know lots of we didn't read it. We might have been distracted with the fraud happening at Hits and Jams. We might have been distracted. I want to bring y'all back. The reporter noted there have been 300 COVID deaths between March and July of this year. 300. She went on to ask if it's a possibility it is the variants that has contributed to this surge in deaths. That is what we're talking about. This surge in deaths. He said he could not say definitively. Y'all better share this damn live stream so y'all parents, your boyfriend, your man, your sweet woman, and then people could listen what is happening. He could not say so definitively whether the emergence of the variants contributed to this. However, he said, from a clinical perspective, we suspect this is what is happening. And the government has not changed their posture, ladies and gentlemen. And that is why, folks, I say to you, y'all don't want to read? I can read for y'all. But when I come with the information, I'm not reading this from Village Voice. I'm not reading this from hearsay. Right? If you got the trenches, you got the Jagabats, you got the Nakavakamites, the Kavakamites, the Jebusites, the Philistines, and the Pharisees on the live, they know that they believe in newsroom like Bigfoot. They know they believe in newsroom like the gospel. So here is Frank Anthony talking to newsroom. He said we have to operate as though all of the COVID variants are operating locally. If we are behaving, Frank Anthony, as though all the COVID variants are operating locally, how come housing got all of those big tent gatherings, those super spreader events, and nobody's confronting housing in your government? And then the private sector going want us to believe that they're serious about writing to sleep in, and y'all holding super spreader events, and you telling me that you operating as though the COVID variants are operating? Y'all are out of your damn minds. He said from a clinical perspective, right, we have to operate as though the variants are here. That is what he said. Now, this is what the Attorney General should be suing and pursuing, because they promised they would have a COVID vaccine legislation in the National Assembly 11 months later, and their legislative agenda is so thin. Everything that they have passed were in the pipelines before. And even what they have promised, they have failed. Right? But he is too busy being distracted. I have never seen a gentleman who could be so distracted easily like the Attorney General, the installed Attorney General. And now it is Demerara Waves, the first newspaper I see, the first online media, or the first media period, who broke this story. The others, oh, they're singing for their supper. So Dennis Chevral from Demerara Waves, in a report quite recently, he said the New York Police Department, the NYPD, says Guyana Attorney General Anil Nandalal is under investigation. This is Demerara Waves, for aggravated harassment, but he has already publicly denied the accusation. The NYPD, according to Demerara Waves, says they received a complaint from the United States-based activist Rickford Burke. The detective squad at the 71st Precinct in Brooklyn, New York, is conducting the investigation according to the law enforcement agency. The report goes on, it is not immediately clear whether the NYPD has already questioned Mr. Nandalal, but he has already denied again such allegations publicly. Distracted, right? You got COVID variants operating here. Workers being forced to take vaccines and all manner of things. But that is not their focus. And so whether we want a new AG or is the AG wanted, I don't know. I don't know if the AG will be standing at some airport somewhere and then there is rendition happening. You remember how Roger Khan was involved in rendition? I think he was in Suriname or someplace like that back in the days, and the US authorities just swooped down, ducky in a plane and beat out. I don't know. I don't know if because he's wanted for questioning according to the Demerara Waves report. I don't know whether he'll be asked by the installed head of state, Irfan Ali, to take a leave of absence from work, from his ministerial portfolio to address that matter. I don't know. I do not know. Right? But they're distracted. Right? The Jacobats distracted. So he gone now, claiming he's the bigger man, get into some entanglement with Rickford, and now it's pocketory. This is Demerara Waves, and this was published on the 15th. That says the title of the headline is New York Police probing alleged aggravated harassment by Attorney General Nandalal. This is the news. 10 months in, 11 months in government. And the Attorney General in Trinidad, he would have been asked to excuse himself from the governance process, take a leave of absence, and address his issues. Address his issues. Right? He's not operating as an Attorney General. He's operating like a chatri. Right? That's how he's operating. Well, the NYPD didn't have it. The NYPD not having it. You're got to share the live stream. Excuse me. He has not addressed this matter adequately. In any proper democracy, he would have been asked to excuse himself, take a leave of absence, address his legal issues, because of course you're innocent until proven guilty. Address your legal issues and then come again. And then come again. Signs of the times, people. Signs of the times. Right? We're still following this issue where Raul Lamazon has been remanded and charged for the murder of Dwayne Taitt. This is the landlord-tenant issue here. She called his son and the son stabbed the gentleman and all of that, allegedly. So we're still following this issue. And we're still trying, we are going to get, hopefully, somebody from his family on our program very, very soon to shed some light on this issue. But just last evening, the family had a vigil and scores of persons turned up there to pay their respects to young Dwayne Taitt. As you know, he was a member of staff of the GRA, the Ghana Revenue Authority, if my notes are correct. And again, we are still following this issue here, and we are going to keep you abreast as to how the story unfolds, how this narrative unfolds. But the gentleman has been charged and remanded to prison. This is Raul Lamazon, and again, this is for the murder of Dwayne Taitt, the killing of Dwayne Taitt over that landlord-tenant issue. He was moving out, served with notice, and there was some confrontation. And the woman, y'all know the story. Y'all know the story. We're going to continue following that. Folks, cost of living going up. Cost of living going up. Right? And when I was growing up under this PPP, my mother used to say something. He said, son, we can't afford to die now. It's as a big man, I appreciated what she meant when she said we cannot afford to die now. Right? It's as a grown man, I appreciate that. Right? Y'all know what's the price of casket? You know what's the price of funeral? It's cheaper to live than to die. You can't die now. Cost of living going up. And that's why I'm telling you, they are distracted from doing what they're supposed to do. Right? Crime going up. But Ben distracted. Nandalal distracted. Irfan distracted, trying to dismantle the police service commission. They are distracted. Right? Ashley Singh distracted. I see he gone on a countrywide tour looking after some NIS issue. The minister with responsibility for finance within the office of the president is distracted. He gone now looking at NIS issues when he should be looking at macro issues in this country. Well, gas price gone up. In addition to toilet paper and soap, gas price has gone up. Right? Gas price gone up. And I told you all I was circling back. I was circling back to newsroom. And here is why I'm circling back to newsroom. Right? Because newsroom put out a story today that can no longer be found on its website. And here is why. This story had to deal with the rising gas price. Hear what the chairman of the Georgetown Chamber of Commerce said. Right? Ali them hiding information from us, the installed ear from Ali, and how deep financial dire straits we are as a nation. They're hiding information from us because somebody called newsroom and told them to take that article down. Somebody. And we're going to find out. And that is why the other day I came out and I celebrated the young journalists from Kaitro News, whatever the two fellas are, or the two persons, that they took a stand on Glenlal, rightfully or wrongly, what have you. They said that some of the information Glenlal was putting out on oil and gas was not accurate. And this reporter at newsroom, if they're honest about their reporting, if the man did say what he said and they did not misquote him or misinterpreted him, then the story should be out there. I am certain that story passed through an editor. I would hazard to think that a reporter don't just publish their own story, that it passes through some vetting process, as is the norm in newsrooms. So here is what the chairman of the GCCI said, and this article is now off the website, and this is the last time I checked. The Chamber of Commerce, the Georgetown Chamber of Commerce and Industry, the GCCI, Chairman Timothy Tucker, told Newsroom, it is a double whammy situation for Guyana, this raising oil price. Because we are now an oil exporter, so the rising prices actually benefits us as an exporter. Good? Or crude. But as a consumer, it is putting us at a disadvantage. It is automatically affecting everybody's daily operations. So not just you at the consumer level, right? That operations, that use of that word operations, in my mind, my humble estimation, is indicative of the business sector. Right? Because if gas price goes up, then some of them that are on these, their own plant, their own private electricity generation, and all of that, they are going to feel the squeeze. And if they are producing goods and services that you and I depend on, then that cost is going to be passed to us. So Timothy Tucker said what he said, and I'm trusting that you guys are sharing the live stream. Anne-Marie and Freddie and Cecilia and Father Mike and Mohammed Amal Khan and Ariel Squiresport. I trust you guys are sharing the live stream and paying the cost of admission. Somebody instructed Newsroom to take the article down. Why? Because it's just another nail in the coffin of this current installed fraudulent illegal administration that nothing and regular. Somebody took the article down. Somebody took it down. Right? Because Newsroom had a flashing moment of honesty including Mr. Timothy Tucker, the GCCI president, the same people that cussed down Rowley the other day. He talk he heart, and then his friends call newsroom and pressure them. Right? And the article is missing. Now, there was another newsroom article today that focused on the chest clinic. Focus on the chest clinic. Right? And how this article started. Again, newsroom. How the script start. I said newsroom knows something we are not guides. And maybe they are having another moment of clarity and honesty for a change. Right? Clarity and honesty. What's his name is no longer there. What's the fellow name that said he was DPI chief in waiting? Whatever his name. He said he was DPI chief in waiting. He's probably no longer there. Some clarity and balance coming back to newsroom. Thanks be to God. Finally. So here's how this article on this chest clinic operation started. With a number of chest tumors and diseases, coupled with the ever-present threat of gunshot and stab wounds, chest services are vital. Now, they had me there. Me, I ain't read nothing else. With the number of chest tumors and diseases, coupled with the ever-present threat of gunshot and stab wounds, chest services are vital. Right? That's a moment of clarity for newsroom. They're saying you're living in Guyana, you could get stabbed any minute. Right? You could get shot any minute in this country. They said the ever-present threat of gunshot and stab wounds, chest services are vital. This is under the Irfan Ali government. Meanwhile, read nothing else, I looking for somebody tell me where bulletproof vests is sell, stab-proof vest, something, because newsroom giving me an indication what is happening or what is likely to happen. They said there's an ever-present threat of gunshot and stab wounds. There was no journalist attached to it. It said published by editor. Ever-present threat of gunshot and stab wounds. Right? Gunshot and stab wounds. Right? So maybe Mr. McBean, who I spoke of last night, the commander for Division 4, wherever he's the commander of, was right when he talked about the upsurge in crime in Georgetown especially. Folks share the live stream. Right? Perhaps he was right. And he also said lots of policemen are involved in these crimes. And he wasn't wrong. He said lots of policemen are involved in criminal activity. He wasn't wrong. Because just today, I opened the papers and I saw Nisha Mahaika, police constable attached to the Mahaika police station, who performed the duty of both police and thief, was this morning sentenced to 8 months. The woman received the jail sentence after she pleaded guilty to 4 counts of simple larceny, and which prompted Magistrate Alicia George to sentence her to 8 months for each charge, which gives a total of 32 months. However, since the sentences will be running concurrently, the police and thief will only spend 8 months in jail. Here's why she's gone behind bars. Right? Constable Mahaika, between June 30th and July 6th, accessed the Republic Bank account of her colleague bank account she accessed, and withdrew $500,000 in 4 separate transactions. 4 separate transactions. She took out $500,000. This is the police, from her colleague's bank account, not from a stranger. She's a colleague who she's working with every day. But hear the laugh. People, Absol and Colleen and Jurita and Freddie and Mercy and Claudette, here's story, hey. People, here's story, hey. Y'all get at your popcorn and y'all folks, here's story. Hear what Mahaika told Constable Mahaika, Constable Nelisha Mahaika. Hear what Constable Nelisha Mahaika told the court. Now, this is a candidate for the regional security teams that are setting up. This lady has an expertise. She can either head the unit or she can be the deputy. Hear what the policewoman, Nelisha Mahaika, told detectives. Y'all ready? Here she said. She said she has a skill whereby she knows how to hack bank accounts and ATM card PIN numbers. That's her skill. You understand me? So I could see if they want, for instance, to know, right? If they want to know if Father Mike got $100 million in his account, if Carol Jacobs got 200 million, Wise Up got, $50 million, Claudette Harry, if you got a little 30 million, Stacey Ann Stall, Benita Ellis Parker, and Marsha Glasgow, Renee McKelty Talbot, if they want to know how much in y'all accounts, call Nelisha Mahaika. Call Nelisha Mahaika. She has a skill. She told detectives. The skill is she knows how to hack bank accounts and ATM bank card PIN numbers. This woman never went to no big university as far as we know. Never went to a course at Sandhurst or any one of those places, but the woman lives in Guyana. She has a skill. What these kites y'all could tell me. The woman said her skill, she knows. She didn't say if it's by obia, intuitively, by trading, by what? She knows. I wonder if she got me bank account number. I'm missing a couple dollars. I had about a 6,000. I'm missing, I think, about a 150. But she said she has a skill. How to hack bank accounts, right? And ATM bank PIN numbers. You understand? The woman got the skill, so she could be a prime candidate now for the PPP to take on. Right? You remember you had a man that working with the Ministry of Presidency, the cell phone cards. He had 16 billion in his account. 16. He says he used a cell phone card. Right? In 2012, when it was discovered, Irfan Ali had big mansion and swimming pool and all that. After 2 years as a minister, right? Jack just said he saved. Right? How Nelisha miss all these people, man? Are you knocking your colleague 500,000? You another man, this 16 billion. He won't miss 500,000, right? He won't miss 500,000, 16 billion a PS in a government. He's selling phone card. Right? Omar Sharif, I think was the man's name. Omar Sharif. He's selling phone at 16 billion. If he's a PS and he got 16 billion in an account, how much the other people got? How much the other folks? I am so poor. The only difference between me and the man in the street is Jesus. You understand me? It's Jesus. It's the only difference. If they take Nelisha to look into me bank account, right? Nelisha be so ashamed. She would left something. She come to take out 500,000. Nelisha would say, Duncan, hold up 500,000, my brother. I thought you stronger than that. Nelisha would say, Duncan, hold 500,000. Right? Hold 500,000. I see Digicel giving away vehicles. I got a little thing here, need changing now. It take him Digicel. Right? We also buy $1,000 card. Nelisha got a skill. I don't know if she's no phone card numbers and so on too. She says she has a skill whereby she knows how to hack bank accounts and ATM bank. You know, there was another story that had some gold man. Wasn't it 60, 70 something million? Was that this bank, what is the bank name? By the seawall out here, man. Huh? Some check story, this gold dealer, 70 plus million. What happened to he? Defraud the bank 70 plus million. What's the fella name, man? Y'all know story. GPTI Bank. Yeah? And they said they had to have inside run-ins. How much millions? The training them got now. Right? That being said, ladies and gentlemen, some things I want to tell you coming up. You got this NASI people, the National Association of Agricultural the National Association of Agricultural, Commercial, and Industrial Employees. It's a union. Well, they just fired the general president and the general secretary. They didn't tell us much. According to this internal memorandum that I'm privy to, right? I'm going to read the first paragraph. They have said here, the National Association of Agriculture and Commercial Workers Union, credible reports, folks. This national association, the union wishes to inform you that the executive council of this union, y'all sip your popcorn and eat your cokes. The union wishes to inform us, right, that its executive council held a special meeting in accordance with the rules of the union on Wednesday, July 14, 2021 at its High Street headquarters. At that meeting, it was decided by the executive council to remove Linnell Warden and Mr. Dorchan Negasar and R. Mangra as general president, general secretary, and treasurer, respectively, with immediate effect. I don't know if they got some skills like this other woman, the Mahika woman. They didn't say why, with immediate effect. Right? As a matter of fact, the report says these decisions were necessary for the proper functioning of the union and to give effect to effective and efficient leadership that can withstand scrutiny. Something is there. Withstand scrutiny and be held accountable for union funds and assets. Right? And that they can be transparent to engage its members and represent the interests, rights, and plights of all its members in a fair, transparent, and equitable manner. Right? So the general secretary, the general president, and the treasurer are gone from NASI. In addition to that, folks, as we come to program time, I am telling you in advance, we are following a racket at the GEA, a fuel racket. A fuel racket we are following there, folks. And on Monday, I'm going to have some additional information for you. Right? We want to know what is happening as concerns that fuel racket that is happening there at GCOM. Right? That's what we want to know. And as we are there, folks, and as we go this evening, as we prepare to go, I want to remind you, I want to flash back people of Anil when Anil went to New York. Remember, Anil had a lot of talks? No, Anil wanted. You remember the lot of talks?
I am coming to New York. I will go to Brooklyn.
Nandalal can't show up yet. Where is Mr. Nandalal? Mr. Faz. Good morning, black people. Let the media see. Let the media see. You want to see? Who you want to see? Who you want to see? Nandalal. Who you want to see? Nandalal. Come on, somebody bell. Where is Nandalal? He can't show up yet. He had a lot of mouth on the TV.
Y'all know when things hold Nandalal in the States, Nandalal turned to God. He turned to God, people. And before we go, and as we go, I got to share another video with y'all because there's a citizen in industry who's very irate about the matter. He is very upset, right? The man said there's a road in industry being done. He said this road being done too nice. He says somebody big living in this area. And that is why I am asking y'all, if y'all know who living in this particular area, let me know. He said other roads are being neglected, but this particular road is being done too nice. Right? I don't know who, but I want to know it's who. He said this road being done too nice. I want you to take a listen. You see what thing Brackle Nandala turned to God. He started singing. He went to the States for one reason. He turned a singer when he ran into bar. But this is what is happening on the East Coast. If y'all know who living in this area, I want y'all to let me know, because I'm very interested to know. Very, very interested to know who living in this particular area here. Right? I hope y'all had your popcorn and your cokes. Take a listen to this, folks.
Like this. Yeah, let me know. Because I don't understand how this road in industry getting these fine touches with fancy bricks and all of these things. Strong road with hardly got vehicle traveling on. Wonder why? I wonder why. Could somebody tell me why? And the main road them. Yago. Hi, Yago. Somebody could tell me why this road doing so wonderful. Could somebody tell me? Like this. Yeah, let me know. Because I don't understand how this road in industry getting these fine touches with fancy bricks and all of these things. Strong road with hardly got vehicle traveling on. Wonder why? I wonder why. Could somebody tell me why? And the main road them.
Folks, the man know PPP don't build proper roads. So his suspicion is heightened. His suspicion is heightened. When he see this road getting all its attention, all this brick and layers and asphalt and concrete and so on, the man is naturally suspicious. He know who he dealing with. He know the crosses. He know the Jebusites. He know the Nakavakamites. Right? He know the Hipposites. He knows them. And so his antennas are up. So if you are out there and you know who is the big one living in this area in industry, let me know. So I can tell the citizen the man wants to know, and I want to help him to know, to understand. So folks, I want to thank you for joining us this evening. It's the weekend, so we're going to be back on Monday, Pashway Monday. And as usual, if we have anything interesting to come on with over the weekend, we're going to do so. But that being said, if not, we're going to see you guys back on Monday. We're going to have the whip tomorrow, which we look at parliamentary issues in particular that are current. If not, we're going to join you guys back on the Monday, Pashway Monday in the ring, folks. Be kind to each other there and be careful. Right? Remember, police now and thief, you're not the difference. You're not, be careful out there. You remember the Minister of Health said we got to assume all the COVID variants are operating locally. So you all sanitize, wear your mask, social distance, folks. Practice all the other COVID-19 protocols that are there for your health and your safety. Practice each and every one of them, folks. Stay safe. Get all the information on the vaccines that are available to you. All the information that is available to you. And then if you haven't taken your vaccine as yet, consider taking it. And if you don't take it, that is your right as well. That is your right as well. But consider taking it, folks. So long, folks. Do stay safe. And if you guys are coming back to view this live stream, share the live stream. When the program ends, I'm coming on some of your profiles. And if I don't see you, I'm going to fight y'all. I'm going to fight y'all. Stay safe, guys.